Here it goes. We got it. Hey YouTube, this is John here with the Hands-On Landlord, and as you can tell, I've been doing some hands-on landlording, some serious hands-on landlording. This is a house that I owned. I still own it, but there's not much of a house left. Came home one night, driving home, my wife and I, and saw some fire trucks down this way and decided to go check it out because we do own some houses down here. And lo and behold, it was one of our houses that was on fire. So that's why I'm tearing it down, or I tore it down. I got some bids from some companies, some people, to tear it down with a bulldozer. And I think it was $5,000, $7,000, something like that. In that vicinity, and I thought, well, I really don't want to pay that much to do this, so I paid another guy to help me, and me and him ended up tearing it down by hand, which was a big job, I have to admit. But if you want to save some money, that is a way to do it. As you can see here, this is all the floor, the wood floor that came up. Tongue and groove boards and some 2x6s in there and some pegs and just various things. But here's all the brick. I got to pick up all this brick and stack it and tear down this metal shed and all kinds of stuff. But as you can see, it's coming along. It took me about a couple of weeks to tear down the main house, me and another person. And then I left the floor for a little while, and I've just been working on it for about a week or so. It's actually taken longer than I thought it would. So anyway, there's a lot of debris underneath the house. I've picked up a lot of it and stacked it, but I've got a lot more to go. I'm going to pay somebody to come pick up all these boards, and anyway, I own the house next door, so I'll just make this one big yard, and might make my house worth more, my other house. Got some metal stacked up over there, so somebody can scrap that, hopefully. I surely don't want to have to get rid of it. I've given so many boards away from this house, so many 2x4s, I just had to give them away. And of course, I kept quite a few myself. But I had this house 22 years. This is the first rent house that we ever bought. I paid $8,500 for it. And I rented it for 22 years. I rented it pretty cheap, about $300, something like that, a month. And that's pretty cheap even for where I'm at. But anyway, over 22 years, I made quite a bit of money from it. So I really can't complain. It was still rented and making money when it burned down. The people had some family members over here that really wasn't supposed to be here, and I think they're the ones that caused the fire. But anyway, what's done is done. I didn't have any insurance or anything, so I just have to eat this one. But like I say, I made a lot of money off of it, and just be happy with that. And anyway, if you ever have to tear a house down by hand, it can be done. You just have to stick with it. And I had to get a couple of 30-yard dumpsters. Those were $500 a piece. So the whole thing cost me about $1,700, $1,800 to tear all this down and haul it away. So I saved $3,000 or $4,000 at least by doing it. So anyway, guess I'll be seeing you on the next job.